Hi everyone, Sarah here. I lead DevRel at Sentry, and I was reading Salma's newest blog post on why don't we talk about minifying CSS anymore. I thought it was a really great blog post. She kind of goes into why modern browsers or frameworks basically allow us to not have to think about the performance or size impacts of CSS on our more modern applications. And as I was reviewing this prior to her publishing it, I got to the very bottom and I noticed that the conclusion is basically yes, these modern frameworks are doing a lot for us, but can we do more? And I pose this question back to you all. Is that the takeaway? Is it what can we do? Can we do more? Or is it we don't have to do more? Is it we don't have to think about this? And what I challenged her with was with the millions of things that we as developers now have to be thinking about, from security to privacy to performance to errors to uptime to edge to, I don't know, whatever else. The newest framework, just the millions of things that we constantly have to be monitoring and checking before we publish any new feature, any new product. Is this worth putting on the list? I don't think that you need to be adding, make sure that my CSS is properly minimized to your endless list of things that you have to make sure of before you publish the newest update to your application. But exactly kind of as Selma said, I think this blog post and this information, this knowledge is so important to have. In particular, she says here, that being said, it is incredibly important for us as front-end developers to understand how CSS is being delivered to the browser in our applications in order to monitor the impact it has on the performance of our apps in production. So that doesn't mean that you need to be paying attention to it. That doesn't mean that you need to have that on your checklist and say, where is the CSS on my performance issues list? But it does mean that if you run into this problem, or if you're running into an opportunity to do some performance optimization, that you have this knowledge in kind of your back pocket as something to potentially explore if it's relevant to the application you're building, or if it's relevant to the opportunity you have to optimize for performance. And so I think oftentimes we are bombarded with content that is try the newest thing. Have you learned about this newest thing? And this blog post in particular, I think, is offering us kind of the opposite. Did you know that you don't have to worry about this thing as much because of the work of browsers and frameworks, et cetera, of other developers that have come before us? So, in the vein of making sure that we are all making deliberate and educated decisions about the applications that we're building, the frameworks that we're choosing, the browsers that we're targeting, or the performance kind of impact that choices that we make are having, take a read. Check out this blog post and make sure that you keep this information in your back pocket and continue to learn and continue to just kind of iterate on your craft. So just a couple thoughts from me as I was reading this blog post and reviewing it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.